Hi there, my name is Cynthia Wakio. Today we're discussing why you should attend the CSS Performance Management training. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Cynthia.
So when it comes to our performance management training, what should one expect to learn?
So the performance management training, it's a very practical session. So where we have case studies, we do role play, apart from the normal presentation. And the reason is because we want it to be as practical as possible. So when you sign up for this training, you should be able to understand, or you'll master how to come up with KPIs, how to do the performance appraisal itself, how to come up with PIPs, how to set up goals and objectives. So it's a one-day, fun-packed, very experiential training. Yeah, and it's very open for to CEOs and senior management professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it benefit not only the employees but also the organization? Take me through that.
Now, for the organization, there are so many benefits. Now, the number one benefit is you'll be able to meet your targets, whether it's be it revenue targets or having a very productive workforce. Now, any organization out there, there are some objective they are working towards. So whether it's in terms of increasing revenue, whether it's being better in customer service, whether it's increasing their market share. So if you talk to anyone in management, they'll tell you this is where I'm focusing. And the only way they'll be able to get to their destination if they have a proper performance management process in place. So for the organization, apart from you being able to achieve whatever targets that you're aiming for, you'll also have a very productive workforce. Why? Because when someone joins your organization, they'll also be able to understand your expectations. So a lot of times you find there's a lot of pull and push between the employer and the employee. And it's mainly because there's no clarity in terms of the expectation. So performance management, it does help to clarify. And where you have a robust performance management in place, then the work environment improves for both the manager and the employee. Why? Because Cynthia, if you come and you clearly understand me, what I expect of you, then you'll have a better work environment as opposed to, well, I'm asking you to do this and you don't see, how it relates to your job. You don't know how I measure you, when you perform well. So as you can see, if you have a performance management process in place, then it will definitely lead to a better work environment because the discussion now will not be confusing. It will be one of this is where we want to go, this is the direction we want to take, and how far have you progressed? Yeah. And in terms of employees, there's clarity, and that's very important, I believe. So employees, when they get to understand what the employer or manager expects for them, then they know what to work with. So for them, and that now translates to them being motivated and them even knowing their shortcomings. Yeah. And back to the organization, when you now do when you have a proper performance management in place, you'll be able also to identify the gaps, you know, and the gaps can be either where you need to empower your staff in terms of resources, availing the right resources, where you need to empower them in terms of training, and even you where you can improve on as an employer. Because performance management, it's a two-way. There's what you expect your employee to do, but there's also the expectations the employee have of you and what you should be able to do. So when you start having that conversation, then both parties can be able to see, well, this is what I'm doing well, this is where I'm falling short, and this is where I can improve on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course, corporate staffing has done this training for other organizations.
Yes.
Any success stories from that?
Oh yes, this is we started doing this training 5 years ago, and mainly targeting medium-sized firms to large organizations. But I've seen in the last couple of years, we've also seen SMEs also being interested. And the value we bring on board is clarity in terms of performance management. A lot of us are good at what we do. So for us, we are good at being in HR. If you talk to an engineering company, they're also good at being an engineer. If you talk to a media company, they'll tell you they're good at what they do. But then how do you measure? That's the big question. So as we bring clarity on board in terms of we help you refine your job descriptions, we help you come up with KPIs, we share with you even templates on how to go with the performance appraisal. And should there be issues arising out of the appraisals, whether it's you need to exit someone because they are not delivering, or whether you need to input to place someone on PIP, we are there to support you, Cynthia. And I would say I'm very happy with the transformation because it's a new way of looking at things. and that helps the organization as well as the individual employee. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. For more information about the performance management training we offer here at Corporate Staffing, please click on the link below. See you next time.